Sports. It's in the game.
Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sorrows, but they learn to swim. Man, what a hell of a year it's been.
Wow, now that's what you call good football.
It's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from me, oh me. Still start singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. Love keeps knocking, but I just stay home. How you picking no flowers from the seeds that I'm sown? They say it gets darker when you're counting on down. Still looking for the right at the end of my road. At the end of my road, I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Try to get away from the old me. Still start singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. It's a little good news. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Right to the air. Here's Murray. He's got this downfield to McBride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Here's Murray from midfield. Finds his running back, James Conner. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets every...
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, You can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take over here up near the 40. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Dortch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Murray now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A huge play. There for Arizona. 44 yards. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Set the tone, defense.
Connor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
You think about James Conner down near the goal line, and you think about the 2021 season with his 15 touchdown runs. He believes he's as good as anybody.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Once again, it's Swift. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. The first carry now. This is Johnson. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift from 10 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr., 56 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. From the 31, here comes second and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Swift, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll give up the middle to Johnson, and he'll get it in. 4 yards the pickup, first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. Running right through him. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. All runs on this drive so far. It's first. Here's Williams. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure. Second down.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he'll be taken down at the 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the gun, here's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. In the first half. Up the middle, Johnson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
I On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To the air on third down is Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
A very important third down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
Johnson will take it.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Santos with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr. as time expires in the first half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful. And it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So first and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
On second down, Johnson down to the 25. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, it's Williams. That is caught. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you will too.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Swift is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done. They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
49, guys.
Throwing now is Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Murray. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Now a 2nd and 10. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Flush to his right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Murray's throw complete to McBride. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. The left side completion to Jones. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Murray now to throw. That pass completed to Dortch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Check. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Danny.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st down. And that's a big one, as they should be able to run it out from here.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. They'll run here with Connor, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals will add to their 4th quarter lead. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that might just seal the deal here. It makes it a 2-score game with not a lot of time on the clock. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here comes Webster. He's going to bring it out. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. This is 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Garrett Williams. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Murray to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. Complete at the 1. And after all that, they are set up in unbelievable field position. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pass complete, it's Scott. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Here's 1st down. Throwing is Williams. He's going to air one out. Intercepted at the goal line. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
I need it. Cat. Okay, it's me and my kinfolk. Cat, that is my MO. 925, my area code. Don't give a what you been. Shared AG, put her friend. They want a lot, not a little. I get something. Give me something. What you going through for that end zone? I'm in the end zone, rocking that Kenzo. My thing Kindle. I'm beneath though, going triple plat. I need a pack and a half. I broke up my mans, a stack and a half. I told my mama I'm bringing that bag. I got it. I'm backing. I'm on. I get till I can't. Sorry, mama, yeah, I know that. It was me and bro, buck on the plate. Best believe we had 50 cent cake. I let the Audemars hang from my belt. So she know we ain't got no time to waste. And I let Audemars crunch the numbers. I gotta make sure that my money straight. She wanna make sure that my money real. Kissing another. Back in the day, I ain't had no whip. I just pulled up in the tank. I'ma pull up just to stun.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Two teams that met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
On first down, Locke. He'll buy some time right. He'll get that to Amir Smith-Marset. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Giants. Amir Smith-Marset, 60 yards. And the Giants are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they'd put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they liked, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2. Play action. Now Jackson. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll take it. Derrick Henry, 22 yards. We'll go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Boy, tie game, first quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now Jackson on first down. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And he's going to get this one across. Now from the 33. Now Lamar changing the play. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Play action. It's Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On the counter, it's Henry. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. A short throw caught by Andrews. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be fourth down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
23 yards on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw it is Locke. He's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to move back in front. Brian Dable dialing up a play call here as they will go for 2. And Locke going to try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they elect to pass there. Prove risky there, it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And they're going to be backed up to start. A big hit there on the return. Stops him dead in his tracks. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Inside handoff, Henry. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Again, it's Henry. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2nd and 5. Henry up the middle. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Mark Andrews. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Henry will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10. Locke going to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Henry again on 2nd down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. To throw is Jackson. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Here's a diving catch right side. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Jackson being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The tally there, minus 8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. That ball caught by Slayton. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
That connection seemed to work out okay on the first play of the drive. Why not go right back to it? And once again, this defense is left without an answer as they surrender back-to-back first downs.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Dime look here on 3rd. Shotgun snap to Locke. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a... What he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. A short throw caught by Andrews. He could only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Second and 14.
A handoff, running left, Henry. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Block now on 1st down. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Malik Neighbors.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Giants have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. 1 play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Lock. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you, because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
I do it alone, I own myself. Stay home for you, don't get below my belt.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon, and we are underway from Cincinnati.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Here's Burrow to throw right away. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. Takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. Man open left side is Brown. And he's out of bounds at the 49. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. There he goes left side. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy, 44 yards. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bengals drive about to get going. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. That's caught, Andre Yoshivas. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. On 2nd down, Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got a man, it's Brown. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
All defenses work. Catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield. It can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They stopped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And Burrow going to throw again. Flushed out right. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown from a yard out. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Oh, and the Bengals look like they got it back. They did. Bengal football. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. 1 more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Open man is Yoshivas. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
He will have the conversion and more than that. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. But they pick up 22 yards in the process.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. An inside give, Brown. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. Burrow will throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing now is Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice, 69 yards. And the Chiefs have regained the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as they will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of it.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll take...
There's an imposition in my mind's imagination. I hope they talk and smoke 'cause I'm smoking them like a basement. This is not rap, this is not hip
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Right to the air is Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 33, here's second down and 1. On play action, Rodgers. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. A first down there on a pickup of 25. To throw is Rodgers. He hits Adams, complete. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just...
Nah, I ain't gonna cap. My shit been muted this whole time, nigga. What the fuck?
First down is Rodgers.
It's a lockdown. Fuck that.
Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And the result here, a pickup of 8.
My nigga, have I been muted this whole fucking time?
Now a second and 2.
Alright, chat, let's lock in.
Like Jay-Z and Obama mixed together. That's hilarious.
Now Rodgers.
My little nigga chop. Hold on, chat.
Like, I'm here. Niggas not. You see, that's the whole thing, y'all boys. Y'all gotta realize. It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish, chat. Whatever you do, just remember, continue, you feel me, believe in yourself. Oh my god, bro.